What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the Grave Media. Josh here, checking in with you really quick. And I wanted to go over the scariest movie I'd watched in the last couple of years. I mean, at least during the pandemic. I think this was made in 2020. This is a Brian Bertino film, and the back of it says, "A chilling descent into nihilistic evil. One of the scariest movies of the year. Scary as hell. Pure evil." What are we talking about? This was a Shudder flick. I don't know if it's a Shudder original. I think it's an RJLE film. But The Dark and the Wicked. We're going to get into it. So I first heard about The Dark and the Wicked probably in 2019. I love Bloody Disgusting. Can't put them over enough. I'm going to keep recommending them. And I heard about the follow-up movie to The Strangers from Brian Bertino, and it was supposed to be this super bleak, super depressing flick about this family and this evil presence that just kind of slowly sinks into this farm, and it does. It absolutely does. This movie has this dread and this foreboding vibe the entire time. There's no comic relief. I think the two brothers, the sister or whatever, they might drink a beer together, and I think they might smile. That's it. That is it. There is nothing positive about the movie. It starts off crappy, it gets worse and worse, and it follows down into this descent into madness. Just horrific, hellish. I loved it. I can't put this movie over enough. I mean, everything on the farm goes wrong. If you're triggered by scenes that could hurt you, this one has a lot of it. A lot of demonic imagery, a lot of, almost like dreams within a dream type of stuff, to where, you don't want to totally say Jacob's Ladder, but it's got that vibe where things are going wrong and there's nothing you can do about it. You shouldn't have came home, you should have stayed away, and that's how it ends. Yeah, nothing in this movie is positive. Not a thing. And that's why it's so great. I think when I first watched it, I couldn't believe how depressing and bleak it was. And it's got some, there's some jump scares, but it mostly builds tension. It builds this sense that, whatever is on that farm is there to stay, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's what I really liked about it. So after I watched it the first time, I guess screened it or whatever. And the best way to watch these kind of movies, if you don't know, get yourself a really big TV, turn all the lights off. Food is a distraction. If you have adult beverages, that's fine, I guess, but sometimes that can distract you too. So, you got a big chair, you got something comfortable, you sit right in front of the TV, you turn all the lights off, you turn your phone off, you put it away. And so anything in the house that happens, it automatically, you're on edge. So you're easily startled, right? And that's what's so cool about horror movies. And this is a horror movie. There's nothing good about it, and that's why I love it. Anyway, yeah, so I watched this movie, and then immediately I told my wife, I was like, I watched this movie last night, and I can't, nothing good happened. It was dark and wicked, the title, it speaks for itself. Nothing happened, nothing good. And so she watched it, and she's like, well, that was horrible. That sucked. Because she puts up with my horror obsession, and she likes kind of classic horror movies, the Freddy Kruegers and the ones she's seen. There's ones that she really likes. And there's ones that she hates that she'll watch because they're interesting. But yeah, she's like, I don't want to watch that again. So then I told my brother, I was like, dude, you got to come over. We got to watch The Dark and the Wicked. I did that probably 3 or 4 times, and it still has a staying power. I don't prefer to have to watch this, but I love it. It's so good. The Blu-ray's fine. It's a newer movie, so it looks great on Blu-ray. I mean, it looks better than it does streaming. It's got this overall, kind of malaise over the camera, kind of almost like a green and brown hue to it, kind of like the Texas Chainsaw 2003 release. And it's ambiguous, and that's why I like it. You don't always need your horror to be tied up into a neat box and folded for you, and then, you get to go about your day and you get all the answers that you have. I don't always want that, so I can't recommend this movie enough. This is one of the best, definitely the best of 2020. And when I tell people on social media or they're asking for recommendations. It's The Dark and the Wicked. It's Terrified, not Terrifier. That's a different conversation. When Evil Lurks. Those three are just mean. They're mean-spirited, and that's what I want from my horror movies. I don't want a happy ending. I want things to go wrong. That's why we're here, to be entertained. So, if you haven't seen The Dark and the Wicked, pick this thing up or stream it. It's on Shudder all the time. AMC Plus. You can probably get like a month for free, and then I think it's like $8.99. And Shudder pays for itself with the 5 or 6 movies they put on there every month. The different TV shows. We could just do a Shudder best of. Oh, just blew my own mind, right? So, anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Kind of a quick little check-in. I appreciate you. Can't wait to talk to you again. Cheers. Also, guys, really quick, you guys see that button down there? Yeah, right there. Click that button. Yeah, like, and then right next to it, subscribe. I sure appreciate it. It doesn't cost nothing. Just like and subscribe. Yeah, I'm begging. All right, bye.